Good morning, and as you can see, I'm not even dressed. I've got up this morning because it is week 96. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, you will know that my weigh day was actually yesterday on Thursday, but because I have just been like here, there, and everywhere this week, and I've been away on a plane, all my days have just mingled into one. I don't know what day of the week it is, and I completely forgot to get weighed yesterday for my week 96 weigh-in. I did, however, go to the gym, which I'm pretty proud of, and yeah, I think I'm like getting on a little bit better at the gym. Food wise this week, I have not been amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Due to the fact that I went away, I was awake for from Thursday morning at 7 o'clock. We didn't get a nanny nap for an hour until Friday at I think it was about 4 o'clock. And then we ended up going out all night, and then I eventually got to sleep Friday night, which when I'm tired, I want to eat crap. I was also away in Paris with Lily, so I ate loads of crap. So prior to going away from the Thursday from last weigh-in, I have actually been really, really good on my mindful diet. I am doing Slimming World. I'm using that as like a really good basis. So I'm cooking Slimming World. I'm trying to reduce my milk and my carbs intake. However, Oliver does keep cooking me carby meals, which is really starting to do my head in. But in the morning, I've been fasting a little bit. Well, I've been fasting where I can. So I've not been eating well, like 1 o'clock-ish, depending on where my clients are and what I'm doing that day. I'm boiling eggs in the morning, so I'm still having my 2 eggs, but I'm waiting a bit later to eat them, just so like I have them for dinner rather than a breakfast, because I'm finding when I'm having them for breakfast, then I want to eat at dinner time, which is quite normal. Whereas if I fast from the morning, I'm finding it quite easy, and it does seem to be reducing my snacking and the amount of calories that I'm taking in, so that is working. In terms of like getting back to basics and logging stuff, I've got the Fitbit app, which even though my Fitbit broke when I went away, I am logging on there and keeping my calories. It's really good actually, because the balance that it puts in, it like reduces your calories if you've not done a lot of exercise. And then obviously the more exercise you do, the more calories that you're allowed. It also breaks the nutrients up, so you can look at the micronutrients, which I didn't actually bother because I'm not that good at that yet. I didn't really understand it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to learn actually, because I do think it's important to know a bit more about your health and stuff like that. And I'm actually quite interested in it, and I like learning and I love science. But I'm looking at like the percentage of carbs that I'm eating, fats and proteins. I am trying to up the proteins, which eggs are an amazing thing. I feel like I'm like the high seller, like I'm trying to high sell the egg situation. I can't recommend having eggs in your diet enough. Like, it fills you up, it keeps you filled. They're like low fat and carbs, high in protein. They're really fast, they're really easy. They're easy to like have on the go, and they're such a basic food. And if you can get your head around eating them and regularly eating them, I do think that they're quite positive in terms of like a long-term plan. You can also, like when you're out and stuff, you can always get older boiled eggs and stuff, can't you? So yeah, I'm quite enjoying that. So in general, I'm having boiled eggs in the morning. At dinner time. And then I'm eating when I come home. I'm trying to reduce snacking. I'm not eating when I'm at work as much, other than my eggs. I'm drinking more black tea, coffee. I've had tons of herbal tea this week. And that's how I was like, generally I'm having like a stir fry or something like that, unless Oliver cooks. And then it's been a bit of a nightmare, but I'm just doing smaller portions when he does that to me. I'm feeling a bit more okay about saying no to stuff and, like leaving my dinner, because I've been brought up to finish my plate, and I think that's had a massive effect, like on my portion control and stuff. And I'm at the minute reflecting on that and trying to learn from that and just eating till I'm satisfied rather than eating to clear my plate, because that's how I've been brought up. I do apologise if you can hear my washing machine in the background, but it's first thing in the morning, and obviously I'm a mum and running a house, so the first thing I do is change the washing over so it can get done for the weekend. So it's Friday morning for me. Last Thursday we went to Paris and my eating was horrendous. I ate McDonald's. I were eating macaroons, loads of French pastries. We had pizza, loads of a few coffees that were from like Costa that are really calorific. We had some more macaroons. We had some chocolate eclairs. We had some chocolates. We had loads of hot chocolates because that's a thing in Paris. Oh, just a minute. Sorry about that. Oliver came in and totally disrupted my recording for a change because that's what he always does. I don't know why, but do you know when I'm recording, somebody always walks in. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Well, I say I'll stop rambling, but that's my entire video, isn't it, really? So Paris, summarise, I ate absolutely loads. I did do lots of walking, so I can't remember how many I did on the first day, like 15,000 we're gonna just round it up to. My Fitbit did break, but we just logged it on Lily's, like, phone just does it for us, so mine for some reason just doesn't. I'm a bit sad about my Fitbit, but I have ordered another one because I do find it really motivating. I have ordered a second-hand one, and I've just been told that it's a bit of a thing, that this is what happens. So let me do the second-hand buying and screwing up, and then you can learn from my mistakes, can't you? I'm just going to see that as a positive, because if I do it, then you don't have to. Then came home. On the Sunday, I tried to eat, but I did throw up a bit because I think I was overtired and because I'd ate so much crap. And then I've like just pulled it straight back down to basics to get back on track. So I've gone back to my fasting. I've been back to the gym. I have been walking the dogs. I've been actively trying to do more steps. So I've been running up and down stairs and just keeping it really basic. And I know you think that's probably crazy, but if going up the stairs to go to the toilet, I just go up and down twice. It's like double of what I'd usually do. And I'm doing that as regular as I can. I've been back at work, and I've just pulled it back down to what I always do. I really do keep my diet really basic, because I think if I overcomplicate it and start trying to cook too much, over plan and things like that, I'll just lose momentum with it. And I don't know, it's lovely, isn't it, when you start a diet to be like all guns blazing and doing all these wonderful things, but ultimately it's not realistic. It's not realistic for me. I'm too busy. I ain't got time to shop it. And I don't want my life to be consumed by food. I like my time. I like to spend doing things that I like to do, not just food. So I've had like stir fry, steamed veg, and stuff like that. That's where I've been. So, oh my God, what week is it? I can't remember what week it is. I think I've already said it anyway. Whatever week it is, it was my weigh day yesterday. But because I got up and were like, oh my God, I've got to go to the gym, I completely forgot to get weighed. I'm quite happy that I've forgot to get weighed, because it proves to me that I'm not concentrating as much on the scales and more about like the health wise of it, about being more active, about eating more mindfully, about how I feel and things like that, and not just the numbers, which I do think like it can get a bit obsessive. To be honest, the reason I'm weighing once a week is, one, to see whether what I'm doing is right and working for me, and two, because I like to just to update you guys, really, I'm going to be honest. So I got up this morning and I went to the toilet, and I actually got weighed in my like crop toppy thing that I wear for bed and my shorts, and surprisingly, I've had actually a really good weigh-in. I absolutely had myself down for, me and Oliver was on the phone yesterday, and I'd got myself down for putting about 3 or 4 pounds on. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like, my stomach's been really bloated. I've been on my period. I just felt like with what I'd eaten and what I'd done and things like that, that I definitely would have put 3 or 4 pounds on. I'm not gonna lie, we're a bit like, oh God, I really wanted to get out of the 18s. And I thought, oh, it's gonna put me back like a week or two. And then I give myself a kick up the arse and we're like, stop being an idiot. Stop stressing about it. It's not that big of a deal. You can do this. It's one step at a time. It's a long journey. You've been away. You've enjoyed yourself, and it's not that bad. So me and Oliver were on the phone and we put like a bit of a bet on, and I were like, right, I'm going to guess at 3 or 4 pounds. And I feel like that prepared me kind of for that gain. And I'd got my head around it. It is funny in life how you just, how you see it. It's just, it's crazy. I do think I'm being a bit kinder to myself. I was giving myself a bit of slack. It was like, yeah, that's fine. It's going to be a bit of a starting point. It's going to be fine. I'm going to take this as a bit of a hit and it's not a problem. And I'll just be really good this week. I can't even talk. On Sunday, I am going to Pisa for a date night. So me and Oliver are flying out to Pisa in Italy for one night. We fly out at 12:30. We're going to land at about 3 o'clock. We're going to go into Pisa, have a wander around, go for a date night meal. We are staying for the night. We've booked a hotel through booking.com. It's only cost us £50. It's nothing. It's only like £25 each. And then the next morning we are coming home and that's it. It's literally, we are going to Pisa for a date night. And I think that's pretty cool. I'm quite liking that. And it does help me with my travel and wanting to do 12 countries by March, my birthday. I have given myself till July because that's literally when I started it. But if I can, I'd like to do it within my 40th year. And I just thought it were a bit of a cool thing to do, something a bit different, keeping his relationship a bit more fresh. And anyway, I've got that coming up. And so I am not going to be eating a meal that's on plan, but what I can do is on the run up and after is be massively on track and just go to the gym and do that. And that's like my protection, I suppose. And so I were a bit like, oh, I'm going to put on this week and then I'm going to put on maybe or maintain next week. And then I was like, well, it is what it is. I booked all these days away and there's nothing I can do about it really. And I actually refuse to diet while I'm away because I like tasting the different foods. I like having that experience and that's just my choice. I know other people don't like to do that, but I do. So anyway, I got up this morning, went for my wee, took my dressing gown off, which wasn't easy because it's freezing and we didn't have the heating on in the morning. And then I got on the scales and I am absolutely shocked, totally shocked. I hope in your head you've maybe thought about what you think my weight might have gone up or down. And I'm really, 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 really happy to say that it has gone down. I have lost this week £2. £2. And I'm over the moon with that because I actually had myself down for putting on £3 or £4. That takes me into the 17 stone bracket. I now weigh 17.12 and my lightest weight was 15.13, which means if I can battle through the 17s and gets into the 16s, it's just slowly coming down. It's quite nice. I'm trying not to get too fixed on the numbers. I will say that when I was at my lightest, I was doing the New You plan, which was really restrictive. And although that got me down and I was quite successful on that, I've got my head a little bit into, I'd prefer it to be like really slow and steady and get there rather than doing it so restrictively, because ultimately I think that, along with other things that were going off in my life, resulted in me coming off plan and not being able to make any progression. And I preferred to do like £0.5 a week or maintaining some weeks and do it slow and steady and me feel okay than really restricting myself, getting there fast and then completely fucking up and putting on another 3 stone and having to like get rid of that again. So that is where I'm at. But this week, my weigh-in is minus £2, which I'm really, really, really happy about. Like, that is fantastic for me, considering I've been away and I've not been as mindful as what I can. So something must be working. I'm going to keep on at the gym. I'm going to the gym tonight with my friend. I can't actually be asked because I've got a full day at work, but I'm going to do it because I think that's what you've got to do to yourself until it becomes like the norm and something that you want to do. And then on Saturday morning, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to, because I've got other stuff going on, but maybe Saturday afternoon I'll try and get to the gym, because then Sunday obviously I go away and I'll not be able to go Sunday or Monday, but I should be able to walk around a lot and get some exercise because it's a weekend away. Is that just a complete overshare? I think it's an overshare. So yeah, that's me done for my weigh-in. Let me know how you guys have got on, because I do like to hear that. It does keep me motivated and keeps me on track, and I don't know, I feel quite invested into like you guys, so I would love to know how you're getting on. And that's me done. I'm going to get ready for work because I've got Lily's lashes to do and then a full day at work, and then I'm going to do the gym. So think thin, and I will update you again soon.